I discovered that many of us, we are trading liquidity inducement the wrong way. Now, the objective of this video is, first of all, you are going to learn what is inducement and the correct way to identify inducement, the correct way. Now, what is an inducement? An inducement is the pullback before break of structure. Is a pullback before break of structure. The liquidity before break of structure. Now, it's not the liquidity after break of structure. Now, what do I mean? Let's say, for example, let's say, for example, see this market is starting from here. Now, this market is starting. Now, let's say this point here is the high of the market. Here is the higher high. Let's say it's an uptrend. There is the higher high. Now, before this market break this higher high, we want to see the market form inducement. Inducement first. We want to see the market form inducement. So what is going to do that? Before as the market move first of all, now let's say here is the other block for here. Now it's going to pull back it's going to pull back from here down to this other block a little bit. Now and break this higher high. And break this higher high. You see, this point is what we call inducement. Now, inducement is not, for example, after the market has broken structure like this, then you now say that, okay, this is not the inducement, this is not the inducement to this is not the inducement to this other block here. No, it's very, very wrong. See, inducement is the first pullback before break of structure, not pullback after break of structure. Now, I know many of us will say, okay, for example, you see a trade that is selling down. Let me do it downside. You see a trade that is selling down. Okay, this trade is, let's say, for example, is selling down like this. Now, this trade, first of all, has broken this. This is the low. You get me? This is the low. Now, after they break this low here, this lower low, let's say if in a downtrend side, this is a lower low. After they break this lower low, now the market pull back like this. Let's say for example, then and move again. Now, many of us used to call this inducement. No, this is not an inducement. This is not an inducement. It's a trap zone. That is why most trader doesn't actually that is why they have more fake trade more than win trade. Now they want to use that inducement for this other block here, which is very wrong. So they want the market to pull back like to this zone here, then from there begin to come down. No way, it's not going to happen. So that is a wrong approach to inducement. The inducement strategy said that inducement means the pullback before break of structure. Is the pullback before break of structure. Now, like this, the real way to identify that inducement, the set size is supposed to be like this. Now, this is, let's say this point now is the lower low, right? This is the lower low in a downtrend. I'm using a downtrend now. This is a lower low, right? Now, this is a higher low. Forgive me. This is a higher low. Now, the market want to go down. So this higher low now, before the market break this higher low, let's say, for example, there's another block here. Let's say, for example, there's another block here. Is OB. Now, this OB, before the market break this higher low, we want to see an inducement to the OB. So we want the market to pull back something here like this, then create an inducement before the OB, then I break what? The higher low. You see, this is inducement very close to the other block before the break of structure. Automatically now, the market has broken structure here, which is our BOS. So guys, let us go to the chart. Let me show you what I'm saying, the rate inducement, how it is, and how to see it in the chart. So guys, let's go to the chart. Let me show you. Let me show you on the chart. So guys, I'm going to be using this market. I'm going to be using this market. Now, as you can see here, now, let's say, for example, the first thing you want to do that when you're trading liquidity inducement, first of all, identify your break of structure. Now, let's say, for example, this market break structure here, for example. Now, a break structure here. Are you getting me? Now, many of us want to think that, okay, this is our inducement, this is our inducement. The market have taken out inducement. Now, if this market, for example, finally now break this structure here, are you getting me? Finally now break this structure here, automatically, what happened? This one here, so we're willing that, okay, the market will eventually come back to where? Maybe, let's say, because you have taken, so this, let's say this other block here, but the market never come back here. I don't know if you're getting me, it never come back here. So now, inducement is the pullback before break of structure. Now, let me show you something. You see this trade, let's say for example, we have this trade here. So without wasting money, let me just show you. Let's say for example, we have this trade, we have a break of structure here. It has been happening and I've been trading it and it has been working. Anything that is not working in trading for you, that means you are using the wrong approach to it. So this is a break of structure. So where's my inducement? This is my inducement. This is my inducement to this order block. There is an order block here in this place. There is another block here. This is my inducement to this order block here. There's an inducement because inducement means the pullback before break of structure, the first pullback before break of structure. So if this is my inducement, so I want the market to come back here in the future. So what happened? You see how the market came back to this place because this was the right place, the right inducement to this market. The market came back for it in the future. I know many of us will say, okay, what about this? That's why I told you that this one is not inducement, it's a trap zone. They used to trap people so that we can believe that if the market is coming back here in the next time, maybe if the market is coming back here in the future, then we cannot sell. That is that you see what they did here. First of all, see what they did. They tried to sell the market here so that people would not believe that, oh, this one here is going to, no, that is not an inducement. You are getting it all wrong. You are getting it all wrong. Now, with other examples, now let's say this chart you are seeing here. Now, before this market break a structure here, before the break of structure, they created an inducement. Where is the inducement? The inducement is the first pullback before what? Before break of structure. This is the inducement here. Are you seeing it? This is the inducement. So to the other block here, there is another block here. If you go to 15 minutes time frame, 5 minutes time, there's another block here. Now after also they break this structure here too, in this place here. So they break this structure here too here. They break it, this slow side. Now, what is the inducement? The inducement is this guy here. This is the inducement. The first pullback before a break of structure. Very close to the other block. This is the inducement. This information, this candle is telling us that, oh, they try to retest the other block that leads to the break of structure, but they fail. So meaning that there is money above this. Yeah, so see the market came back here and what? And said that because this is the inducement. So many of us will think that, okay, what about this? Is this not inducement? What about this? Is this not inducement? Because inducement say that before break of structure, there must be a pullback. Now, if you also check this thing, lower time frame, let me just check, what is it called? 5 minutes for this trade. 5 minutes. I think it happened today. It's a today trading. So it happened today. I saw it and I traded it. See, look at it here. This market here break the structure here. Now, this is not inducement. No, this is the first inducement before the order block that leads to the break of structure. I traded this movement. This is my order block. So I traded it very, very well because I discovered that many of us, we don't understand what inducement is. Inducement simply means the first pullback before break of structure. So this is an inducement. From there again, the market now begin to sell down. Although the market later came back here as a result of this guy here, this breaker block. So it's not our topic for today. But all I'm just doing today is that I'm showing you, this is that inducement I was talking about the former teaching. And this is the inducement I was talking about, very close to the other block before break of structure. The first inducement before break of, this was the first inducement to this other block. Are you getting the first inducement to this other block? So the market came back and take it. This was the first inducement to this other block. The market came back and what? And mitigate it. So I hope this video was able to help you and clear your doubts on liquidity inducement. So guys, I love you. Help me like and subscribe and comment. One love.